ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Instant Replay presented by the ACS Universe. I am ACS. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2279ACS.
PJ, you can find me on Instagram, i.r.pj.
Jonathan, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at i.r.jonathan.
And you can find Sloan at getfitwithsloan.com. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year. Had a great weekend in football. Had a really, all the games were great. A bunch of coaching news to get into. But yeah, man. So go ahead and start off with probably the biggest one.
Which one?
No, I'm talking about the coaching hires.
That's what I'm saying.
The Cowboys one is probably the biggest one.
Yeah. So, Mike McCarthy hired by the Cowboys as their new head coach. Eager to see what kind of staff he's going to bring on to help him along the way this next season.
Retreads. Retread.
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Some retread. So Jonathan asked me to ask my thoughts about it when you messaged me. I was like, hey, dude, he's a good coach. I think Packers people look at the Packers this season compared to last, and you might make some assumptions about the dude, but it wasn't just his fault the way we was playing before the coaching change.
He's going to be all right if you don't get lazy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh man, see y'all see that? Now look now, you know better to be talking like that. But okay.
he got lazy. You could see him on the sideline. He lost his push. He lost his gumption. It was almost like he didn't want to be there. I didn't know if he was doing like crossword puzzles over there or looking at plays.
Man, you know, it's like when you've been married for 35 years, you tune her out.
Yep.
Yeah, him and Rodgers weren't getting along.
They wasn't getting along. But but here's an interesting statistic, man, that I had from Inside Scoop though. When you look at the statistics of the new coach and Aaron Rodgers' performance, man, actually Rodgers dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He dropped.
Yeah, but how much older is Rodgers though?
That's not the point. The point is everybody saying, "Oh, he this and that," and the other part of that is the defense got better.
Defense got
Oh,
better.
yeah.
The defense got better, so Rodgers has to do less.
And they finally got a run game.
Yeah. So I mean, basically what it boils down to, especially for somebody like me who's been watched that situation so closely. I mean, look, the general manager didn't like to spend money on free agents. That was before they changed general manager. Ted Thompson, he didn't want to spend money on nothing. They wanted to do it all through the draft, and that worked one time in 2010.
Well, I think it's smart to not do the free agent because I think about how many free agents get big money. And they just lay a goose egg.
Not the ones we got this offseason.
How many first and second round picks you get that just go out there and lay goose eggs?
I wouldn't be if I was general manager. I wouldn't get no first round draft pick. I like hell
Trading
no.
all that shit away?
Hell yeah. I'll give me some. I would give me some guys that are hungry, that are low round draft pick. They're gonna come in there and get down and get dirty, and I let somebody else pay them. That's what New England been doing, but it caught up with them.
Yeah,
I was
get
just
some
gonna
of
say.
those guys that got their pick late, that got a chip on their shoulder.
But New
that's
England,
what you need to do.
But New England, everybody want to dog them out, man. You know, you got 20-year run, man. Come on.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Long story short, combination of the relationship between Rodgers and McCarthy kind of fell out. The GM wouldn't bring no talent in there. They thought, oh, we got Aaron Rodgers. We ain't got to bring nobody in here. And that, you saw what happened, broken collarbones and all that kind of shit. And then as soon as he leave the field, garbage for the rest of the season. So, but yeah, he's in Dallas now. I think that.
But he can't develop a running game. That's it gonna be now. You got Zeke in the backfield. You better be letting Zeke run that ball 25, 30 times.
Yeah.
I mean,
He couldn't say no, man. Jerry Jones to have him sleep over. He said, Mike Cousins said, I like this shit.
but Mike McCartney.
I'm going to stick around.
No, Mike McCartney, he likes that sauce. Jerry said, look, man, let me bring in some two-legged talent. And we, am I talking too much, boy?
There's a bottle of John.
Hey, man, there's a story. Old Jerry was at the big party out in California. He said, we're going to bring it back to Los Angeles. Yeah, he was drunk. Then he had a picture of a girl with her head between his legs. Oh, what did I say? Oh. And somebody sent me the picture.
Oh, shit.
Well,
What? Hey, man, y'all know my stuff is reliable now. You know my stuff is A1.
we never
We
question
know,
you.
we know.
Never question you.
But honestly, when you're talking about that, who was a better coaching prospect than him in the offseason?
For the Dallas Cowboys?
No, for out of all the teams that needed head coaches, he the only one that
Ron Rivera?
Yeah, I mean, you can say Ron Rivera.
I give you Ron Rivera. I think that what probably pluses McCarthy up there is he got a ring. So
I tell you who was the sleeper guy. Nobody. Eric Bieniemy, offensive coordinator. Kansas City Chiefs, man.
What about Jim Schwartz?
No, Jim Schwartz was a loser when he was at Detroit.
Yep.
So bitch.
I agree.
Him and old boy fighting on the sideline with Philadelphia. See this inside stuff right here. Man, they hate each other, man. Yeah. Oh man, they've been going at it since he been there. But they've
really?
been man, let me just stop, man. I can't. I was. I told certain people today, they say, so you doing that podcast today? I said, yeah, that's long. You better watch out what we talking about tonight. I said, look, I'm going to let some of it slip out, but I ain't going to say where the sources are. That's all I got to say. Chickaboo.
Probably the next biggest hire today, obviously probably the most surprising.
Definitely the most surprising.
Giants hiring Patriots assistant Joe Judge, special teams coach.
What a waste. What a waste of money. The Giants got
special teams and wide receivers coach.
Well, the wide receivers ain't done shit.
What are you doing with the wide receivers?
The wide receivers ain't done shit all
year.
year. I mean, think about it. You got wide receivers can't even run the fucking routes. Don't even know that they ain't smart enough to dumb the damn offense down for.
Would you hire an accountant that lost all of his clients half their money? Hell no.
If I was a broke motherfucker, yeah. Because I don't know no better.
You know, he. I mean, I don't know.
That was a. Now look at.
We know Belichick coaches special teams. He loves special teams. Special teams was all him.
Well, he was a special teams coach starting out.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, this guy's got some credibility because he came before Belichick. He worked with Saban.
He ain't got no damn credibility, man. That motherfucker just been.
He does now because Belichick. He's been working with Belichick. Belichick took him under his wing.
He just been.
That gives him the credibility.
Saban's
he
not
has no credibility.
Small a name to be thrown out there, you know.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay. Now y'all talking all that junk, man. Look at all the coaches that has left Belichick coaching tree. They all been garbage other places. Now, look at Andy Reid coaching tree. How many of his coaches been to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. How many of his coaches have won championships? Andy Reid coaching tree, right? Then you look at Tony Dungy coaching tree. How many of his coaches been to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
How many of his coaches won a Super Bowl? Okay. Now, just because you sleep with the genius, that don't mean you're gonna become a genius. Well, that's all. That's real, but that's real talk.
I'm talking about from the outside looking in. People think.
Well, because most people are stupid anyway. Because most people just look at hype.
I just think that Belichick has his hands in so much of that team. Really, the only thing he doesn't touch is the offense.
Hey man, you want to hear some crazy shit?
Yeah.
So over the weekend, I was sitting down talking to one of my homeboys, basically an NFL historian. You know who Eddie Robinson is, right? Eddie Robinson, Grambling State University, one of the winningest coaches in football history, right? So we were talking, and so his daddy and Eddie Robinson were good friends. I was like, what? So he broke out the damn photo album. Eddie Robinson sitting at the table. Now, check this shit out, man. It was Eddie Robinson, Bear Bryant. I mean, this is some real shit, man. Aaron Parsegian, his daddy, and Eddie Robinson, man, all sitting at the table. And Lou Holtz, when Lou Holtz first started.
Lou Holtz.
I was like, wow. So what happened was, this is a cool story. You know who Dan Fouts is, right?
Yeah.
Dan Fouts was a rookie. At that time, the all-star college players played the NFL guys, right? So Lou Holtz was coaching the opposite team, and Eddie Robinson was coaching the other team, and the daddy, he was part of the dad of the team was John McKay. He was coaching with Eddie Robinson. So Lou Holtz blitzed Dan Fouts and dislocated his shoulder right before the draft.
Oh man.
So he didn't play for San Diego for 2 years.
Oh man.
So Dan Coryell was screaming, God dang, just.
Yeah.
And so the funny thing was, old man McKay literally went across the field during the game and started cussing out Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz said, "No, it wasn't me. It was the defensive coordinator in the booth." He said, "Man, this was some classic stuff." So fast forward, Rich was in the airport. Lou Holtz walked in and said, "Man, I remember when your daddy cussed me out." Man, but I mean, I'm just changing the subject. But that was just the interesting thing. But back to Eddie Robinson. Eddie Robinson was like Belichick. He coached every position.
Mm-hmm.
And he told the coaches, "This is how I want you to coach."
Yeah.
And that was the difference. That's why a lot of coaches that left Grambling didn't become great coaches because they weren't allowed to coach.
Like I said,
And that's what you got at New England.
I think the only thing Belichick doesn't touch, I think, is the offense.
Yeah, he had some say in offense.
Very, very little.
He say, "This team is bad against the run. Brady, you ain't throwing the ball today."
Oh yeah, no.
Okay,
Yeah, that's all part of the game plan.
Scheming, game plan, yes.
So he's
as
still-
far as plays and he tells those guys, these guys aren't running the routes. They need to be better next week.
Yeah.
That's it. Special
Yeah.
teams, all that stuff. Linebacking coaches, all that stuff. He takes all that shit under his wing.
But McCartney need to get a running game.
I think I hope that I hope he does poorly and that New York media just freaking eats him alive.
Well, it ate
That's like
Summer
one of
alive.
the worst. That was one of the worst media spots to fall in.
No, that's one of the worst
in New
coaching
York.
hires. Shit ain't got nothing to do with the media. Media gonna tell the truth on his ass.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we're all in agreement.
yeah. Overall, I mean, I don't know, but I don't know if there's. Well, they really probably wanted this next dude we're gonna talk about. Matt Rule has become the Panthers.
$60 million hustle.
7 years.
He gonna stand to make $7 million with all the incentives.
Actually,
Yeah.
66 if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Because he got them to pay off his $6 million buyout
From Baylor, yeah.
from Baylor.
Well, that's good. I'm glad he left because he was the threat to my Oklahoma Sooners. So, shit, good riddance.
So what I heard today, I don't know how much credit this is. I mean, it was on sports radio that he called after the offer was made to him by the Panthers. He called the Giants and said, "Can y'all match that?"
They said, "Well,
They said, well, we really like to go through the interviewing process because he ain't did the interview yet. So they
This shit, what he did the interview for? He already passed one interview."
yeah. So he did. They wasn't gonna match it. So he just went ahead and took that job in Carolina.
And then they panicked and picked this guy because he was with the Patriots.
That's what I want.
They panicked.
I want to know how many people they interviewed before they jumped on Judge.
Here's the thing that I don't get. What happened to the damn Rooney Rule?
Oh no!
Well, all the brothers, all the brothers was
Marvin Harris.
Marvin Harris.
Marvin
Shit, he
Lewis.
in the Hall of Fame, man.
Marvin Lewis been walking around the airport with his suitcase for the last week and a half.
Martin Lewis is de facto Rooney Rule.
Yeah.
Well, Marv, we want you to go, dude. We gonna get you a job, but somewhere.
He's the token black coach.
But he's at Arizona though with Herm.
Yeah, but he interviewed with the Panthers
And at Dallas.
and he interviewed with Dallas.
But I got a story for about Marvin Lewis, man.
You know who's walking around the airport with the suitcases? Jay Gruden.
No, you
I
kidding
don't,
me?
I don't think nobody brought him in, man.
Man, you know what though? He's a damn good coach. He just was with the wrong damn owner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and GM.
He put a post out saying that he would, he'd love to do some work. It'd be okay if he had to take a year off, but he'd love to do some work.
Of course, and he'll have another opportunity next season.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's-
Who knows?
Keep begging.
He'll jump into something this season.
Think about it, his own
Yeah.
brother won't even hire him.
Yeah, but I wonder if that's just he couldn't because
His old brother won't even give him a job.
he might.
Season over with. You just
His
go.
own
hey,
brother, his own damn brother won't even take him.
See, think about it. But you know what happened? It's just the same bull job that happened at OU when Bob Stoops brought back Mike Drunk Stoops.
Yeah.
The defense went south. And Jay Gruden braid goes back to the Oakland Raiders. what Raiders is it now? The L.A. No,
The Las Vegas,
Las
man.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Do
Okay,
do we start calling the Vegas Raiders yet?
We might as well now.
they Oakland to me. They always gonna be Oakland, just like San Diego gonna be San Diego.
I'm gonna say Raiders just to be safe because I messed that up a gazillion times.
Yeah, me too.
The same way everybody messed up.
I still have a problem with San Diego.
Yeah,
The
yes.
Chargers.
Chargers,
There you go.
Rams.
See?
So after all of that, it seems to me that the most undesirable coaching job in the NFL is the Cleveland Browns.
Nobody wants it.
This is what's so funny too, though, because
Toxic.
Josh McDaniels
He
was
gonna
supposed to
go
be
there. He's
interviewed
a
for
fool.
the Panthers.
I don't think
Josh
he should go there.
McDaniels supposed to be interviewed for the Panthers.
Uh-huh.
He's supposed to interview with the Giants, and he's supposed to interview with the Browns, right?
Yep.
The Browns he set up for Friday, I think it was. or
Yeah,
something.
it's Friday. Yeah.
Sometime late this week. Yeah, but he missed out on the Panthers. His buddy took the Giants job.
Mhm.
So that leads me to believe that he ain't going to go anywhere.
Man, Josh
'Cause I don't
McDaniels
think
ain't
he
no
wants to
damn,
go to the damn Browns.
he ain't no damn head coach. Shit, you saw how he stunk it up in Denver, man. You know, alienating everybody, lying to players and bull jiving, and that's why his ass went back to Belichick.
Yeah, you know what he did in Denver? He had
And he picked Tim Tebow first round.
He had. You think that was him?
Yeah, that was him. They said, believe me, I know it was him.
He-
Believe me, I know.
And
It was him.
And
It was him.
Tim Tebow won a playoff game with Josh McDaniels in Denver.
Man, let me tell you something, man.
Just saying. I'm
Anybody-
just saying.
That boy,
How
that boy loved Jesus. He prayed to Jesus, threw that ball up in there. That boy fell down for the Pittsburghs, and that's how he got in. So man, come on now. That was a true Hail Mary.
He still beat.
So I texted you guys earlier and asked you,
Just like Tupac.
I kind of made a comment about who I thought the best coach for the Browns, the best coach left for the Browns would be. I didn't think it was Josh McDaniels, but who do you think it was going to be?
Yeah, I think
Who's
it's
the
gonna
best fit for the Browns?
I think it's going to be a first timer.
They should have brought Freddie
You think
back.
so?
Yeah.
Because I said Jay Gruden to the Browns. I said Jay Gruden would fit.
Man, here's the problem with the Browns and the Redskins.
Bad ownership.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why nobody
Yeah,
wants
we
to go
know
there.
that.
Man, you got
So Jay Gruden would be right at home. He'll know what it's like.
yeah, but man, who wants to go? Who wants to be traumatized like that again? That's a lot
I'll tell you
of
what.
stress.
After today's reports of the Panthers hiring and the Giants hiring, McDaniels called up his realtor and said, "Yeah, you know what? We decided to take the house off the market.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hang out for another season."
Because let me tell you why. There are gonna be some good jobs open up next year, man. Because the Falcons gonna be loaded. They got several teams that are like on the cusp. You know, coaches
Yeah.
are on the shaky ground. Man, there's gonna be some better opportunities than going to the damn Cleveland
Browns.
That,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the draft is gonna be stacked next year too.
quarterbacks. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I see McDaniel sticking around the Patriots.
Man, but
You think Brady will stick around too? I think he will.
I think that all depends on what Josh does.
Brady need to go on and wrap it up and put a bow on it, man. I mean, he done as much as he can.
Not after that shit.
Man,
No, he
look,
done not.
Nah, bro. But listen. I know you gentlemen
Our
are
pattern
homers.
right now is every other year. So give it one more year. If you don't do anything next year, then
he
now
gonna be
tie a bow on it.
he gonna be another year older. Look, I used to be
Yes.
real fast back in the day. In my mind, I still think I can do it, but I can't.
Well, then, Jimmy, what's the other option?
Yeah, you know the Patriots are still in top 10.
Trade for Garoppolo to come back.
Patriots are still top 10 passing. They were still top 10 at offense all the way around.
And so
Nothing wrong with that.
defense is aging.
They're
They got old dudes on defense. It showed up at the
We got
end
a
of
lot
the
of
year.
we got a lot of
It-
free agents. We got to pay.
Let's jump into the
AC, keep moving, man.
Yeah, we'll go to the
We-
next. Let's go to the next thing.
I'm already fired up
Well, we
tonight.
come-
We got
come-
new
come-
equipment.
We're already
new-
going, man.
coming out of the break all bloody.
Roll this camera.
Oh,
We're warmed up.
see, some of this
Go.
stuff, man, gonna wait till we get to the game.
Hey, but keep talking then, bro. Come on, baby.
All right, hey, last week, wild card weekend recap. Game 1, Bills Texans. This one was a straight up barn burner.
I think they're gonna talk about this game for years.
Yeah. So just a quick recap. The Bills come in there and they throwing shots. They sacking
Deshaun
Watson. They sacking Watson. They making long runs. 16-0 at halftime. They're doing their thing. And it get into the game late the third quarter. That dude showed up. J.J. Watt sacked Allen, and whole game just disappeared for the fucking Bills.
Well, Watt didn't play much of the first half. He was
No.
He was in and out.
He was in and out. Yeah, he was on the third down.
He was in and out. Yeah.
But when they realized, it was 13-0, they went to the half.
I told you earlier. All I remember is Josh Allen's eyes after he just got sacked by Watt. He was like,
Man, you know what happened? You know what happened to Watts, man? They gave him that shot earlier, and that shit. Kicked in. He said, "Oh, I ain't got no pain. Go on in.
He looked like old J.J. Watt. He was coming through. He was getting his arm up. He was blocking passes.
Shot worked.
Yeah, he was.
Boy,
He swatted a couple down. I saw.
man, I'm telling you, that shot worked.
Them arms up.
yeah.
He went to Dr. Squeak.
Yeah.
Got the squeak.
Get that straight cortisone shot in the shoulder.
Oh man, they got better stuff than that, but they got the tramadol. That real feel good.
Toradol.
Yeah.
There you go. I know that more.
Hey, good stuff, boy. That stuff make you float. Look at that TV. 62 million. Damn. Boy, you better not go. But isn't it kind of funny now? All the coaches now, they getting 6-year deals, 10-year deals.
It don't mean shit though.
Nah.
Yeah, you still gonna get fired
Man.
at 2. Cause think about it. Look at the kid for San Francisco.
Shanahan.
He went 4 and 12 one year. Then he went 4 and 12 another year. And think about it. If he would have went 4 and 12 this year,
He'd
with
been
good luck,
done.
he would have been gone.
With all that talent they drafted,
Yeah, he'd have been
traded
gone.
for.
He would have been gone.
Gone.
But yeah, so the Texans advanced. Dude, the game went in overtime, and then even watching.
And it seemed like nobody wanted to win the damn game.
Yeah.
It did.
What the hell? I was like, a Patriots game's coming on. Let's go. And
Yeah.
freaking Josh Allen wets his pants. Freaking running around like a freaking chicken with his head cut off.
Yeah,
19-yard sack, you idiot.
he had a couple
And
of.
then you go for it, you moron.
It was 4th and 23.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, shit.
That was gonna be my asshole of the week,
And
but
then-
I'll
and
let
then-
McDermott go.
It was 4th and 23, and then he took a big ass.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah, he didn't throw the ball away, man. Leave him alone. First, in the guy in his third
was.
year, he had a little pressure on him. See, the playoff really exposed a lot of coaches' intelligence. Because
As far as not adjusting.
yeah,
Or,
that pressure, man. You always know you got next week if you screw up.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
This is it.
typically during the game week, the regular season game, you adjust per half. If in the playoffs, if you're not adjusting per series,
Yeah. Because it's the what you call it? It's more stress.
as far as everybody getting tired and people coming through the line, and if you're not shifting people over and double teaming this guy, or stop playing fucking zone.
Yeah. That soft zone they were
Oh
playing.
my God, it was killing me. The Bills should have won that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they should have.
They played.
I'm just looking.
They played so soft. They were letting the Bills go.
They were playing not to lose.
Yep.
They were playing not to lose.
Yeah. Exactly.
But they were one pass away from being a field goal range.
Yep.
One pass away.
And the boy
If-
took
if it was-
took that big sack.
If it wasn't a second-year quarterback, well, I mean, then
Yep.
I guess they're changing they're not playing soft zone like they were, but man, I couldn't believe it. I really thought they were going to let one fly for 20, 25 yards.
Yep.
You know what I noticed now about defensive backs in the league, man? Back in the day when I was playing, defensive backs played the ball more. Defensive backs now, they play
The
not-
route.
They play not to get beat deep.
A lot of them do. Yeah.
There were a couple of passes, man, in a couple of those playoff games. All the guy had to do was turn around. He would have caught the ball himself.
Yeah.
He playing.
I see that all the time.
Yeah. And I don't know, is it the coaching or is it the fear? They
I
put
think
so
it's
much.
the fear of being put on Sports Center.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah.
burned.
I mean, because I talked to old guys that I played with, man. We like, man, what's up with these defensive backs? I mean, you talk to all the old heads, man. They don't play the ball. I don't know what they doing in coaching. They play not to get beat. They don't play the ball. They play the man.
Yeah,
You
that's
play the ball, you get the ball. You see the ball, you catch the ball.
that's widespread. I see it at least 3 or 4 times a game. That's also why you be getting those pass interference because
Yep.
if you can do exactly what you just did with your body, but as long as you were looking at that ball, they won't call it.
You turn
Damn
around
thing.
and try to catch the ball. I mean, I see it in college too.
With this game, both defenses, even though playing soft and letting some plays fly, they stopped the other offense when they needed to,
Yeah.
and I mean made it a super tight game.
Yeah, Houston's defense came alive in the fourth quarter.
I mean, Houston had the ball with a 3-point lead with 1 minute and 35 seconds left. You're supposed to win that game.
Yep.
Supposed to.
I mean, tell me you're not. 9
I
times.
mean, in theory.
Yeah.
All they had, and then they got that 7th sack on Watson because all
They got 7. They sacked Watson. Then what they had a 3rd and 2.
They were eating
They
him
got
up,
stopped.
man.
Mm-hmm.
They were eating him up.
They got
He
stopped.
wasn't getting no big hell of a run except for that one play when he
when he
did
got
the
hit
escape.
by yeah.
Yeah, well, and that was an overtime. I'm surprised they didn't run him outside more. They were just going straight up.
They
even though
had
were
him.
stopping.
They had him dead to rights, man. He just slipped underneath him.
He got hit by 2 in overtime. 2 grown
Sandwiched.
men. 2 grown men hit him as hard as they can. He spun away from that, then threw that pass for the first down.
Yep.
Over. Actually, it was more than first down because by then the defense coverage had kind of broken down a little
Right,
bit.
created some gap.
Yeah.
And he had a few lanes.
Yep.
He made 2 moves. Was
Boom.
it 30-something yards? Brought him down into the
Field goal territory. Yeah.
Yeah, it was first and
Goal.
was it first and goal?
I
or
think it
first and
was.
12, something like that. And O'Brien didn't even flinch. Just sent his field goal kickers out there,
To kick-
kicker out there, and
Kick
just
the-
win the game.
Win the game.
Yep.
Win the game.
That's
But
all you needed to do.
I'll tell you what. If he would have lost that game,
Gone.
be another position open in the National Football
Bill
League.
O'Brien.
You think so? You
Oh,
think he
yeah.
would have got canned?
I think so.
Go.
I mean, after what happened last year in the playoffs when they Colts came in there and just straight put the whooping on them, I'm surprised he was still there after that.
you know,
That was a beat down.
with that roster going 1-4, winning your division, okay, great, but going 1-4 in the playoffs, they don't
He
want
probably
that.
been gone. But yeah, so the Texans advance. They will be at Arrowhead this weekend.
Well, they reign is over. Because here's the thing, man. Kansas City, everybody is back. Everybody is healthy.
That
See,
was not there when they played the first time.
Right. The best thing about this time of the year is better to get your guys hurt at the beginning of the year than at the end of the year. Because, see, now they are healthy. They got that rest. And, man, that's going to be the difference.
Yep. Yeah, they did. Texans had to play a long game on Sunday or Saturday, so let's see what kind of toll that takes. The next game, Saturday night, Titans, Patriots. I'll let y'all have the floor.
Whew, shit. I had a bad feeling going into this game.
Well, I picked the Titans already. I told y'all.
You're fine.
Wait a minute. Didn't I tell you, jokers? I said, big boy Henry is going to run it.
I knew they were.
He going to run it. He going to run it.
He did.
Run it.
When you picked him, he said, "I don't blame you. I wouldn't be."
But you still went with him, though, man. Well, you
I had to.
It's your boys,
You
man.
ain't had to do nothing but just do what you supposed to and look at the stats.
Yeah, that's all the wide receivers needed to do, too, instead of fucking dropping goddamn balls.
Man.
Anyway,
Come on.
You know
baby.
what?
Don't
All right.
don't do that.
Derrick Henry ran for 182 yards.
He could have ran for 200.
Now, you know
They
what?
called the dogs off.
You know what? I think the Patriots, Bill Belichick went into that game going, we're going to let him run. As long as we don't let him score, but we're going to let him run. We're going to shut Tannehill down. We're going to shut down Brown. We're going to put Gilmore on Brown. No passing. We're going to let him. We're going to let him run. We're just not going to let him score.
Gilmore and Brown age showed up.
What do you mean?
Because them boys, they were catching the balls on when they needed it. Tannehill was throwing some good passes. Now I ain't no
I don't know
Tannehill
about-
fan now, but
Yeah, but
Tannehill beat the
Now,
New
Brown-
England. He beat New England 4 times when he's at Miami.
Brown had 1 catch for 4 yards.
That's all you need.
Nah, Tannehill only completed 8 passes, man.
It was their
He was 8 for 15.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
74
Okay,
yards.
eight. That's all you need. Now think about this. Now look at that one boy for the New England. What's his name? The little munchkin dude.
Edelman.
Okay, now he had 1 pass only to catch, and guess what he did? He dropped it, and that would have made the difference.
He
So
had two-
don't
he had two-
tell
2 for 12,
me.
2 for 12, 2 for
Don't
12.
tell me
He had a
that
touchdown.
you can catch 4 passes.
He had a touchdown.
He had a touchdown, but the pass that really
On a jet sweep.
No, I
Well,
get
but that wasn't a pass.
But
That
the
wasn't a pass.
pass
No,
that
I know. I just said it was a jet sweep.
man,
That's
we
all
talking
I
about
said.
pass catches, man. We ain't talking about running no ball. We know who ran the ball, Derrick Henry. Now, let me tell you something. The 1 pass he needed to catch, he didn't catch. That's all I
That's what I'm
got
saying.
to say.
That it was 2nd and 6,
And the ball was right in his hand.
and boom, he
threw it.
dropped it, and he had space.
They should have cut his
Yeah,
ass
because
right
they threw the ball to his left side where he can't catch the ball right now.
Man,
Because he
look,
had
I
broke
don't want to hear
ribs.
all that. I don't
You
want to hear
make that catch.
You make that catch.
And he's
Yeah,
moving. Okay.
Stop
You
it,
make
Homer.
that
Stop
catch.
it, Homer. Stop it,
You
Homer.
get beat up as hard as he is right now, and then you
Oh,
tell me that you make that catch.
man.
I'm even saying it.
You can't blame Edelman for
I'm
any
not
of this
blaming
shit.
Edelman.
I don't blame Element, but that's part of it.
You blame the damn fucking play calling. That's what you blame.
That was a
Because you
perfect
don't
play.
fucking run the ball on the 1 yard line.
Man,
Fucking
man, look, wait.
Literally, you had 5 chances. First and goal, you have 5 more chances to get it in because they called timeout twice on the fucking goal line.
Well,
And you run the ball every fucking time. And one time you run it with fucking somebody that's not even a fucking fullback, and you try to break it through right up the middle. Ain't working.
Hey,
Why are you doing the
that-
same fucking call where the jet sweep worked earlier? Why wouldn't you do something else?
Little brother, calm down.
Bullshit.
Little brother, calm down.
I was letting you guys talk.
I know. Let me sports explain it to you right quick. Check it out. Here's the problem. When you are a quarterback such as Brady, you don't have confidence in your receiving core.
You're running the ball.
It makes you hesitate about throwing the route. Because, see, all those routes that the New England run, man, they all are timing routes, and they spatial routes. And if you're not in the right space, you're going to throw an interception.
Yep. Yep. And that's what Brady does. That's why he's having a hard time with these guys, because
The offense, they don't know how to dumb the offense down to meet the criteria of the guy. Now,
well, it's either they don't know how or Brady don't want to.
Brady doesn't want to. He doesn't want.
So it's Brady's fault then.
No, it's everybody plays a part in that whole game, man. I mean,
is it the wide receivers, or is it the play calling, or is it Brady?
it's a combination of everything.
It's everybody.
It's everybody.
It's
I mean, I'm thinking
Okay.
about my own football
Don't
experience.
you be getting all upset over there.
What, poor thing?
We're just talking.
Little brother.
Because you know as well as anybody else, Brady throws to spots. Brady
Are you
throws
talking
to
to
spots.
me?
Yes.
Yeah, we talking to you. We try to calm you down.
Brady throws to spots. If there was a big,
I know all about what Brady does. Yeah, you don't need to
you saw
explain it to me,
you
TJ.
saw
So to make a long story short,
dude,
man.
you're getting heated for no
They
reason.
got their ass kicked.
Listen,
That's a long
he's-
story.
I'm not getting heated. This is a podcast
you
talking
saw-
about football.
you saw-
I'm mad about the game. I'm not mad at y'all.
You
I know you're not mad at us.
Everybody's got an opinion.
You saw-
Let me give you my opinion.
You saw
That's
him.
it.
You saw him yelling.
Let your brother talk.
You saw him earlier in the game, in like the second quarter, reading Harry the Riot Act in the huddle because he gave up on a route. He was supposed to run. He was supposed to run all the way. Instead, Harry decided to kind of slow up a little bit.
Harry didn't want to run through that zone. That was Harry. Harry said, "Man, look, that defense been busting me up."
And he had a chance to catch that ball. But what happened is Brady threw it 8 yards past him.
He supposed to been at the
So
spot.
so
Because he was supposed to be at
when
the
we're
spot.
when we're first and goal, right on the goal line, and you run it twice and you don't get it in, you're gonna run it again with somebody that's not a fucking running back.
I don't know. You don't know what they say.
How does
out
that
there.
make sense?
Well,
Does that make sense to you?
all I got to say is this. I only know one quarterback in the playoff right now that can work with any receiver you give him, and they turn him to all pros. And do you know who that quarterback is? Does anybody know who that quarterback is? Do you know who that quarterback is? Green Bay? What about? You know who that quarterback is?
Aaron Rodgers?
Nope.
No.
Guess who it is? Russell Wilson. Let me break it down to you. Oh, hold on here.
No, that's true.
Let me get to my information phone. You look at who was that tight end that New England got rid of? They said he was a bust.
Hollister.
What is he doing out at
Balling.
Okay, now who was that basketball player that was playing and then he went to Seattle?
DK Metcalf.
No, that was the bodybuilder. I'm talking about the basketball player, the other tight end.
DK Metcalf was also a
but he was a bodybuilder.
basketball player.
He couldn't run routes, couldn't do that. And then you look at what's that guy named the All Pro? These dudes made All Pro except for DK. The one guy, what's his name?
Lockett.
Yeah, now he was a nobody. Nobody wanted him. Then he went out there, started working with Russell Wilson, and then he became All Pro. Boy, got paid. Now,
Well, that's what Russell Wilson does, though.
but so that should tell you something about his level of communication and building confidence in his receivers and trusting them. Brady goes out and berate guys, cuss them out, talk all that shit, and then they say, "Man, I ain't catching shit for him." No, that's real talk. I've seen it happen. Man, I got a Terry Bradshaw story for y'all, man. We all sitting around. Coach Anderson, Larry Anderson played with Bradshaw and all these guys, Joe Ferguson, Burt Jones, all these dudes back in my neighborhood, back where my parents lived, right? So we talking. I said, "Man, what happened to you when you were in the first Super Bowl?" He said, "Shit, man." He talking to my dad. He said, "Mr. Zeke, hell, I got too cocky." He said, "What happened, Terry?" He said, "Man, Terry went to Woodlawn High School there in Shreveport."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Well, all of a sudden I started getting sacked. Guys dropping balls, and I get back. I got hit real hard when they playing the Raiders, and they said, 'We'll show your ass. You need us more than we need you.'" He said, "I became real nice in the huddle." That's what happened. Man, I'm telling you, man, there's so much underlining stuff. But like I tell people all the time, Russell Wilson got one of the best road records. And he can work with any receiver. He can work with anybody on that team you give him. That's the difference.
Well, but they're two totally different guys, two totally different styles of play.
Doesn't matter. You got to be able to work with what you got. So, all that other stuff, man. It's gonna be interesting how this thing turn out.
I think 10 years ago we can make this argument, but I think now it's, I think the Patriots did a really bad job this season of putting guys around him that could work with him. They let Chris Hogan go.
They absolutely did.
They let Danny
Absolutely
Amendola go. The two guys that
Who else they let go?
Well,
They
besides AB.
They let Brown go.
He ain't had no choice on that shit, though.
Yes, they did.
No.
No, he wasn't
Bob
going to be able to play. And Antonio Brown complaining about not being on teams and all the Patriots.
No,
should have
Bob
kept me and all that.
Kraft.
He wanted to be able, as soon as somebody takes him, man, they're going to put it on the exempt list. So
Bob
that's when nobody got
Kraft
him.
should have said, "Look, man, we going down here to the parlor, get you some relief, get you calmed down."
Nah, I'm just going. Serious talk is they didn't put the guys around him.
Because they didn't want to pay nobody.
Right. That they felt,
I agree about that.
They don't want to pay
comfortable.
nobody.
Yep.
And we'd be totally talking about a completely different outcome, completely different season.
Okay, now look at Jerry. Jerry pays all this guy. Jerry don't have that cramp in his hand for writing checks. they go 8-8.
Yeah.
Now, is that the player's problem? Was it the head coach problem?
Hey, coach.
Well, we're gonna find out next season because that entire team will be back.
If
And
they
the
don't,
only thing gonna be different is what's roaming them sidelines.
yep.
Yeah.
You know, they
So
got
yeah,
Mike Nolan as
the Titans didn't beat the Patriots. Derrick Henry beat the Patriots.
I'm telling you, I guarantee you, all week long in that meeting, Belichick was like, "We're going to let this guy run. He's going to run 150, 160 yards. We're not going to let that. We're not. What we're not going to let him do is we're not going to let him pull off 30, 40-yard runs, like he
got
does.
a couple of them in there. He got a couple 25.
He had one 30-yard run.
Yeah.
And that otherwise 10, 8.
That's all you need. You
That's
grind.
it.
You grind it out, and by the time they got to the fourth quarter, that defense they didn't want to hit that big old boy. Man,
They didn't let him score in the whole second half.
they don't
didn't let him
need to.
score.
All they had to do was run the ball.
Oh,
they were playing
they
field
didn't let
position.
they didn't let the offense
Our
score.
defense did the job in the second
You know,
half. They
and
did good.
we had a couple of chances ago. We had a couple of chances. We had that one drive that ended because we had that 38-yard pass to Watson that was called back for lineman down the field.
Yeah.
Which is horrible. I hate that call. Fucking
Yeah,
hate
that was
it.
a crap call.
I hate it.
He was down the
Yep.
field though.
Yeah,
No,
but
yeah,
he was
it's
engaged.
cool.
But he was engaged.
But he was down the field.
He was-
and Brady was behind the line of scrimmage.
He was still engaged.
Man,
And-
look.
Was that
he was-
that pick play? It was like they called it like a pick play, right?
No, they called it an ineligible receiver downfield. Well, I'm telling you.
Watson?
Yeah, no.
It's
Not on
gonna
Watson.
it's gonna be all right. How many Super Bowls y'all?
What was
got?
that one where Watson blocked a guy into the guy that was defending one of our receivers?
Yeah, but the pick plays are getting called like crazy.
How many
season.
Super Bowls
That-
y'all?
that
How many
was
Super
ridiculous,
Bowls you
man.
guys have?
6.
Don't worry about it, baby. Ain't
I'm
nobody gonna never be that. 20-year. Now think about it. You had a
Believe me, I'm not.
20-year run. You can't get
I'm
mad
fine.
about it.
I'm not.
Oh no!
I'm not
Don't
mad.
get me wrong. I'm
That
mad
guy's
about the
mad.
game. I'm not mad about anything else, man. I'm mad about the game. I'm not mad at Tennessee. They came in there, did what they
Listen,
needed to do.
I'll tell you what. I don't. They weren't gonna make it past the divisional round, anyway.
When they didn't get home field advantage, they were done.
That's it.
Because them
Exactly.
old,
Yeah, I mean, you know,
all them old dudes, they
it.
couldn't recover.
It happens to every single team in the history of football. They had a bad 2-game stretch, which made it so they had to play on the game against the Dolphins. That made them have to play on Wild Card Weekend, and then that's just, especially a team with players on there, some of their ages, they needed that extra week to
rest up, man.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the body, you know.
yeah,
game plan.
and they didn't get it. They had a bad 2-game stretch.
Miami put a beating on them.
Greatest organization in the history of fucking sports, period. And so, you know.
It happens.
Yeah.
See, that division is changing now. Now look at the quarterbacks in that division now.
Yeah.
I mean,
So we'll see going forward, but
do you know Flores and Vrabel the only two Belichick disciples that's beaten him?
yeah.
No, so Vrabel is. I mean, you call him
No, he-
disciple, but he was an ex-player as far as ex-coaches.
But he wasn't a coach with him though. He was an
Nuh-uh.
ex-player, so he's not part of the coaching tree.
No,
No,
but he coached under. He went from player to coach under Bill O'Brien.
Yeah,
he was
yep.
a linebacker coach
Coach.
for Texans.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So that's Bill O'Brien coaching tree.
And I'm fine. I'm very happy with Mike Vrabel moving on to the playoffs. He was always one of my favorite players. He's
He
all
was
out
really
good guy.
smart guy. Did you
Smart
see
guy.
that one play when they put number 52 in at running back, and the announcer said Vrabel, he was anticipating that because the last game all he did was block, and they ran him and they stuffed it.
That was at the 1-yard line.
Yep.
Landon Roberts. That's
Yeah,
what
because they
that's
said
what I was talking
they
about.
said he was ready for that. See, a lot of plays that New England
Yeah.
ran, but he was ready for him. He was like
Yeah, because they put him in as a fullback, and then
Right.
yeah.
he knew the pattern. He knew his pattern. Most people can't figure it out. But anyway, the
That's what I
Dynasty-
was saying about the play calling. They should have the Patriots should have saw that too, and they should have said, you know what, let's make it look like we're doing this and do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't got to call him done yet. Everyone's saying the dynasty's over. I'm not
I don't
gonna
think
say
it's over.
that.
I don't think it's
I don't
over.
think.
Oh hell no!
No,
think-
well,
even if Brady retires, even if Brady retires
No,
or
be-
somewhere else,
be-
the
be-
dynasty ain't over, man.
me and you talked about it one time. We was on the boat, and I said, you know, taking nothing away from Tom Brady, the GOAT. Brady without Belichick, 1, maybe 2 rings. Belichick without Brady, 3, maybe 4 rings. Belichick got a winning record without Brady. Remember when he hurt the knee? 11-5.
11-5.
With Matt
When he got
Castle.
suspended,
With Matt
3-1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he can, you know, he can do it without him. I'm not that's not taking anything from fucking Tom Brady's career, but he can. He's the greatest coach of all time.
So here's the deal. See, think about it. Football, if you don't have, you can have talent in football, but if you don't have coaching, your talent can't override coaching in football. Basketball,
yeah, because
you take LeBron James and put him on any team, they automatically contender.
Yeah, look what happened. Look
Yeah,
at Cleveland.
because
Yeah.
coaching will lose.
Look with
coaching
Miami.
will lose you games.
yeah.
Now,
Coaching will lose you games.
Miami has some talent. Miami had some talent.
Oh yeah, when he went to Miami, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had Dwayne Wade and
Chris
Ray
Bosh.
Allen.
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
Ray Allen there. Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
He went to Cleveland. He was like, yeah, I'm here with Kevin Love.
They had Kyrie too.
And JR,
Oh, yeah, they had
like
Kyrie too.
JR with them cocaines and them hoes,
That Hennessy.
yeah. Well, man, why y'all laughing at me, man? I just know what I know.
Nah, I know.
You said JR. All I think of him is
The memes.
LeBron yelling at him staring.
Man,
Just
you know,
like the eye.
he left. His wife was on TV praying that him and the side piece get it together because he left the wife.
Oh my.
Go on to the
Next.
Man, y'all, man, I can break. Hey.
Let's hit Sunday's early game.
Before we move on, let me
What's
just
up?
say, living in Tennessee, as soon as that game was over, my phone blew the F up. And everybody had something to say. Let me tell you what.
I didn't call you.
Everybody had something to say. People I hadn't heard from all damn season.
Man,
people wanted to say something.
But you know what?
You know what, man? I just turned it off.
Jonathan, that's the same thing that happened to me at the Oklahoma game. Let me tell you.
So what there?
Man, everybody was, man, I was in the box with all my LSU relatives and stuff, man. They were dogging me.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But I took it hard. Know what I told them? I said, I always think about this, guys. This is y'all first year. We've been there every year this thing been in existence.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 132 teams, we missing some components. That's true.
Yeah.
But it still takes a lot to get there. And everybody talk bad about the Buffalo Bills. Think about it. You know how hard it is to go to the Super Bowl 5 years in a row?
Shit.
Yeah.
I know. 'Cause we went 3 to 4.
Nine times.
Went 4 out of.
No, the Patriots went there 9 times.
Yeah, but we went 3 out of 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 out of 4 years. Yeah.
That's hard, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
man.
and actually, I'm kind of liking this now, because for the first time in 5 or 6 years, I can enjoy the playoffs.
Yeah.
Without being
We don't
without being a
Don't
nervous
be
wreck.
stretching out.
Hey, it's my turn now, man.
Yeah.
You know, we
Man,
don't.
y'all
we don't
gonna
have to
get
have
y'all
the
ass
defibrillator.
beat, man. You know.
Let's go.
Vikings Saints. Vikings go into New Orleans and
Oh man.
and just
First cousin.
Ain't no second cousin no
$88
more.
Yeah.
million man, $84
How you
million.
like me now?
yeah, I heard him saying that. shit.
You like that?
You like that?
How you like it now?
Take nothing away. The Vikings played a tremendous game. The defense, I think, is the star. Even though Kirk Cousins is the one who showed up with the play in overtime, the defensive line stayed in Drew Brees' face the entire game, and it kept that explosive offense from being explosive.
No,
And-
Drew Brees showed his 40-year-old age like Brady
41.
41.
How come nobody gives him shit about it?
because people like him.
I guess.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth. Everybody knows some bitch old and washed up. The arm got bad.
I bet you.
You know what's
I bet-
funny? Yeah, because when they show the top performers for passing, it's not Kirk. It's not. It's Kirk Cousins, and it's not Drew Brees sitting there. It's Taysom Hill with 1 completion and 1 attempt for
50 yards.
Hey man, that dude, man, he reminded me of Ray Tatum when I was at Oklahoma. We had a white boy on the team like that, man. That joker did everything: special team, quarterback, running back, and Switch said, "We gonna put a white boy at quarterback." But his mom and daddy was black. Look at his ass on him. That was Swissy's.
A reporter asked Taysom Hill what position he played. He just said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He plays them all.
I love him, man.
Great dude.
Oh,
man,
yeah, he is, yeah.
But you know what the
he's a bad man.
you know what the biggest thing that the Vikings did in this game? They threw Sean Payton off his game.
They did.
They got
Yep.
Sean.
They
They
did.
got in Sean
They
Payton's
got
head.
they got him rattled.
They did. And
Oh, would you say he choked?
No, he didn't choke.
Okay.
he
Would
just
you,
didn't.
would you say the Saints choked then? As a
No,
collective?
no. The Saints just had bad management skills.
they had bad management skills. So I mean, they had.
So
some,
that falls on the coach then, doesn't it?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why he got rattled.
He got thrown off his
you
game.
know, when you
Well,
go
that's a choke job to me.
when you
No,
you go into overtime
choke.
like that, when you know, man, when you go into overtime with a timeout in your pocket, there's an issue.
One thing, a good.
When,
Oh,
when,
yeah.
when you're
I
in,
forgot
when-
about that.
when
Yeah,
you're in
yeah.
the red zone, so they had that issue with that 10-second runoff.
Right.
You could have used the timeout.
used
and
that
You could use that
timeout.
timeout right there to
And
to
kept
negate
it 10
that.
seconds.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
And-
so they would have had 21 seconds.
And they didn't do it. I mean, that's
21 seconds could have got them
3 plays.
Yeah, yeah.
3 plays.
You know, the good friend of mine told me, he said, if you playing in a game, and if you still have timeouts at the end of the game, you mismanage the clock.
Unless you
Unless
won
you
by
blew
20 points.
them out.
Yeah.
Right, unless you blew them out.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. You go into an overtime game like that.
Yep. You on point. Keep going. You
Yeah.
rolling.
So, okay. I mean, obviously you can get sacked. You can have a sack fumble. You can have an interception. But put you in the damn same position that they're in right now.
Right.
Yeah,
Sitting
exactly.
on the couch.
Yeah, man. But you know what's so funny about that? When they lined up with that big ass Rudolph out there with his little ass 5'8" defensive
Oh my
back.
God! You put a 6'5" guy against the.
A 5'8" defensive back.
you know what?
Call the damn timeout and
Timeout.
put a big dude in front of him.
How do you not do that? That you see a mismatch like that? They've given up by that.
What everybody else on the other side of the field. Everybody else was from the end of the offensive line this way, and only 2 people was over here.
Right.
Yeah, they had like a 3-1.
Rudolph in that little DB.
I was like, boy, that was.
He did. Every time I see that play, there, we'll talk about that in a second. But they talking about he didn't even have to do that. Rudolph didn't even have to put a hand on the
But
dude.
the little guy was chicken. They both were chicken fighting. See, all he had to do was turn around and look for the ball.
Oh
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if he'd have been able to get it, catch it, but he would have been able to knock it
He
down.
would have made a better play on the ball, jumping and going that route, man. Then I was like, wow.
He never even turned around.
No.
He had
That's
no
what I'm
idea.
saying.
He had
afraid
no
of getting
idea
beat.
where that ball was.
Afraid of getting beat.
And I mean, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I know you were back, but he 100% pushed off on him. You saw the boys next.
Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you. The receiver Rudolph extended his arm because if you extend the arm, that's a push off. But here's the thing: they both were chicken fighting, so that's why
they were. They were both
they
hand
left it
fighting.
alone.
There's hand fighting. There's hand fighting, and then there's now. Okay, so
We call it chicken fight.
Now they're both very they were both very handsy. I'm gonna call it a route, but they were very handsy. Now you're telling
That
me
wasn't no damn route. They just threw the damn ball. Jump ball.
Now you're telling me if Rudolph went up and that back extended his hand, extended his arm, and pushed him, you think they would have called a PI?
I don't know.
They would have called a DPI easy.
I don't know. But it's offense always gonna get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
look,
the game is the game. You know what somebody told me the other night? The NFL is set up for this right here. That's why offense. That's why offense. 'Cause-
I have no problem with the way the game ended. I'm fine with it
Oh,
because,
I
like
don't
I
like
said,
the Saints any damn way, so it doesn't matter to me.
I think they lost. I think they lost it in the fourth quarter, like I was talking about earlier.
Yep.
It just sucks.
So
I'd
basically-
be pissed to be a fan
Oh,
and
yeah.
have my last three
So in
games.
basically in summary of that game, just like last year's game, just like the year before that against the Vikings, just like in any fucking sport out there, if you take care of business, you ain't got to worry about the game coming down to that.
To the one play.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Think about-
I'm with
Drew
you on
Brees
that.
fumbled the ball. Okay,
Threw an
Let's
interception.
get over that. Let's get over that.
Yep.
Then in overtime, how you give up a 50-yard pass play to put them within the 5-yard line?
Yep.
That's your fault.
Yep.
That's your fault.
Then
so
he threw an interception too. Didn't he throw it in?
yeah. Drew Brees did just like last year's game. You let that game come down to the wire against the Rams. That's why you have a play come out like that against the Vikings.
Old motherfuckers need to sit down.
All right. Well, how about this? How about the fact that they didn't take care of business in Week 9 against a 1-7 team?
The Falcons.
If they
hadn't done that-
if they hadn't done that, like we were talking about with the Patriots, they wouldn't have been in that situation.
Take care of this is any sport. You take care of business, and you don't have to have the game come down to something like that.
And saying woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yep, exactly.
That's right.
So
I'm with you on
it
that.
sucks for the Saints. Maybe you could call it a controversial call at the end,
There
whatever.
wasn't no controversial call.
They went. The Vikings went right down the field in overtime
and stuck it to him.
and won that game. Yes, they did.
It's the Dolphins' curse, you know.
They couldn't stop him. They couldn't stop him and make him kick a field goal.
They could.
All they had to do was score a touchdown. The game over.
Yeah,
No, they lost the Dolphins in preseason, so.
the Saints did.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, the final game. The final game of the weekend. Seahawks, Eagles. Seahawks win 17-9. In my opinion,
This is the worst game of the weekend.
neither team looked that good, but the Eagles.
Another visitor winning too.
And the Eagles.
But I told y'all Russell Wilson got that roll win percentage higher than.
I'll tell you what.
Man, if Carson Wentz when the guy hurt.
Man, I don't even want to hear nothing about no hype thing. He got his ass knocked out. That's all I got to say.
Well, yeah, he did.
He's supposed to. That was a dirty hit. No, it wasn't. He led with his head. You get hit in the head. If he would have slid, it would have been a pit. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you did.
Hey, I'm sitting there watching the game with the big man, with the rules committee boss. Okay. No, man.
you were.
I'm sitting there watching the game, eating steak and shrimp and hanging out. Cheese
Hey, I
and
believe
cake.
you, man.
Huh?
You got my number?
Hey,
What the hell?
next week, man. Hey,
Come on, man.
we in Chile this weekend. I'm gonna do the FaceTime. Hey, what's up? What?
But yeah. So the Seahawks advance. The Eagles sucks. Carson Wentz legitimately seems to be like an injury-prone cat because he does get hurt a lot. Eagles, look,
Man, you got that 275-pound 440 coming down, busting you on your ass. Shit, you gonna feel something. man.
Hey, you know what? Now
That
that being
was-
said, when I've seen it in full speed and slow motion, and it doesn't look that bad to me. They are investigating it.
No, man, they you know what it is.
They are. It's on here right now.
No, you know what it is, man. When you get the quarterback, you pay him all that money, and you like, well, we got to protect him more. No, they say if the quarterback slides, you leave him alone.
No, those are the
He
rules. Yeah.
led with his head. Bust him. Take that shot, baby.
With that being said, I hope that investigation goes the route of we gonna suspend Javion Clowney for a game. Sunday's game against the Packers.
Who hit him? Did Merciless hit him first?
Yeah, he hit him. He hit him that he was as he was falling.
not Merciless. Merciless played for the Texans.
No,
man.
no. Who was the other guy? But as he was falling, he got cleaned up. You got to clean him up. He said, I was just trying to stop the play. Man, but look.
Well,
When you lose, you always come up with some kind of excuse. We lost because the quarterback wasn't in. No.
I think it would have been a closer game.
No,
anyway,
no,
if
it
he
wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Man, come on, the dude was 40, man.
Man.
I don't know.
Josh McCown almost won that damn game for him.
Yeah.
He was 40 years old, too. They had the 40-year-old club this weekend.
I'll
to
tell
play.
you what, that man,
All them old boys coming back. Shit.
that man left everything he had out there.
He gave it up. He
That
was
was-
running with his
Yeah,
head
he was
first,
cra-
too.
shit,
He was hurt, man. He was limping around.
He was crying after the game and shit.
Oh man,
He said, this is it for me. I ain't coming back.
No,
Yeah.
that was. I'm gonna say it was good to watch. That was. I mean, watching him play like
Oh,
that.
I loved
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I
You
loved
ain't got
every
no complaint
second of
from
it.
me.
But for him, he probably knows that this is his career, and he said it when he did the interview. When he talked about how much he had to move his family around and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah.
He was coaching. No, he was on ESPN. When was he?
Yeah, he was on ESPN for a little bit. Yeah.
He did a good job on ESPN.
Oh yeah, no, he'll probably be back there.
Where's that? I saw something.
Now
with
look at this play. Look at this here. Look at it. Can Tom Brady do that? Whoop.
No.
Look at
Of course not.
Look at that. Look
He
at
ain't
that.
never been able to do that.
Now that-
Jonathan, we just watched Russell Wilson run for 20 yards. He talking about. can Tom Brady
Here he
do that?
come. Look at Cloudy. Show that big. Get off the field, boy. Told y'all tonight. Man, you know what's so really pissed me off? My pet peeve with these damn announcers. They look at DK Metcalf. Now, I read the scouting report from the combine because we got to bring my boy on that's a scout for the Rams and talk to him, Johnny Mack. Now, man, you going to get some interesting stuff. But anyway, now, I was like, man, everybody, I can't believe everybody passed up DK Metcalf. They passed him up. He look how well. Man, look, the dude had a couple lucky catches. He fast. He's a straight line
Oh
runner.
yeah.
He can't run no route. Why the hell you gonna draft a guy in the first 2 rounds? He can't run route.
Well, no.
He really can't help your team.
But if you get him the ball, he's got the hands to catch it and stay in bounds.
That's true, but he can't. What a receiver first? What is a
I'll tell you what,
receiver first job to do?
Run a route.
Thank you. What is the second job to do?
Catch the ball.
Thank you.
These dudes, every team has a guy that just, what am I doing this play? Oh, I'm running straight really fast. Okay.
Catch the ball.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'll tell you what. I wish the Patriots had one of them right now, or the other
Yep.
day.
They did. They let him go.
Yeah, and why? Yeah,
Josh Gordon.
Yeah, and they knew why. You know why they let him go?
Boy, can leave them narcotics alone.
What happened 2 weeks later?
He let them narcotics.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny, man?
Stay off the weed.
The one they let go. The one they let go that I was a little upset with when they did was Cooks.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks fast, man.
Yeah.
He just wasn't smart.
But this is what I was talking about with Josh McCown.
The smartest quarterback, the smartest receiver they ever had, they didn't want to pay him, so they cut him because he started complaining about money in the locker room. Straight cash homie.
Oh yeah.
Who is straight cash homie?
Yeah, but
who is straight cash homie? Say his name.
Randy Moss.
Thank you. That's all I need to say.
But tell me one guy that loves that organization more than anyone else.
Randy Moss.
Yeah, loves Tom Brady.
Well, cause Tom Brady him friends.
Yeah. But he loves the whole Patriots. He understands why they didn't pay him.
Cause they were stupid.
Well, plus they didn't have the money to pay him, and they didn't know how Brady was going to come back after the knee.
Man, all that money, Bob Kraft worth $8 billion. Come on, Bob.
Yeah, but
he paying hoes $200. He
but
got
they also got to deal with the salary.
cheap.
They also got to deal with the salary cap.
Bob Kraft is cheap.
They
Now
gotta
think
deal with the
about it.
salary
You a
cap.
man worth $8 billion. You gonna pay for
He
a
can't pay no
$200
$8
hoe.
billion. We're not talking about baseball here.
You gonna pay for a $200 hoe and you can't pay your best receiver
Maybe she's really good.
$200?
You ever been with an ugly girl and been like, damn?
No.
no?
You see what my wife look like, baby. Look, I put the.
I'm saying,
hey, shit,
you never been surprised by a woman before?
No.
Maybe she make your toes curl. You
No.
don't know.
No. If I ever had to get to that point, I will not be paying no $200. I can promise you that with an illegal.
Maybe she knows. Maybe she knows what she's doing. She knows what he likes.
Let's go round out.
You're terrible. Tell
All right,
your,
that's gonna
go
round
downstairs
out.
and tell your mama on you.
She knows.
That's gonna round out Wild Card Weekend. So we got some great matchups to look forward to. All right, you guys. So real quick, national championship games coming up on Monday. Okay. It's the Tiger Bowl, LSU Tigers versus Clemson Tigers. You know what I'm saying, for the national championship game. And so we're just gonna make a little quick pick. I said my pick last week. I think.
Who'd you pick? Georgia?
No, I'm picking Clemson, man.
Oh hell no! That's a hell no.
Yeah, I'm going Clemson, man. I think they might get them defense a little bit better than LSU's is.
I agree with you. My heart say LSU because I'm from Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you something. I'm talking to some NFL people about Burrow, right? And they compare Burrow to Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, Tua.
Uh-oh.
Listen to this, man, before we go on with the pick. You got to hear this. I said, man, what's up with the Burrow? He said, Sloan, let me tell you something, man. Burrow might have came from Ohio State.
Yeah.
But when he was at LSU, before the new coach came, he was struggling down at LSU his first year down there.
Yeah, he didn't catch on until late last season.
He was struggling. And he said, and the talent he was surrounded by. Now you take Tua Tagovailoa.
That said his name
You
wrong
killing
twice.
his name like Stephen A. Kill his name, man. That's just so.
Tua Balugala. Okay, Tua.
Just say Tua.
TT.
Hey,
Let's say Tua.
Yeah, I just say
Okay,
Tua.
he said when you look at Tua was a freshman coming in to Alabama, never played it down in college football, right? And to put him in the game at the national championship.
Stole like Scooby Snacks, man. You know what? As a matter of fact,
And he said that's the kind of guy you want to be your franchise quarterback. Because see, Burrow just happened to be riding a good wave. He gonna get paid, but guess what? He ain't gonna be that great of a pro like Tua. Tua, he said, hey, if anybody was smart, the best thing that happened to Tua was Tua got hurt. He's not gonna end up with a bad team where he has to go in and play and get exposed. I'm telling you, man.
they still think. Today I saw a couple times. What's his damn name, man? The draft guy for ESPN.
Mel Kiper?
Mel
Yeah,
Kiper.
he said he think the Dolphins gonna
Junior.
grab him. Yeah,
They
Dolphins gonna grab him at number 5.
And that would be the best thing to happen to him. Because I'm gonna tell you why. You got Fitzmagic down there. He can teach him. And Fitzmagic can be a coach. Man, smart, Harvard grad, got intelligence.
You know what?
I mean, and the guy.
When he done, Fitzmagic probably could be a quarterback's coach.
Who? Shit, man, he's seen everything. He been in the league for 400 years.
He's seen every scheme. He's seen every.
Dude, I would tell you who was the best coach that played. He just couldn't get off them can't leave that damn brown water alone. Damn Steve DeBerg, man.
So he can.
Man, we were over at the house Saturday. We were talking about Steve DeBerg, man. I said, because his daddy was down there. He said, man, Sloan. I said, man, I used to see him. I used to see him when he was in Kansas City. I was like, damn, what a ball. He made that ball disappear. All of a sudden, he, boop, get you. Man, but in the real tip, though, Tua actually is the best quarterback. And see, in Burrow, he going to get paid. He was like one of them guys like Tim Tebow. You got all that talent around you. Everybody wide open. He ain't never had to throw in no tight windows.
No.
How many guys you play against on a given team in college they're gonna be in the NFL? Maybe 1, 2.
Yeah, I mean,
if you in the SEC, you probably gonna play about 3 or 4.
Playing Alabama, the whole offensive line.
Yeah. I mean,
seriously, you play at Oklahoma. We had the whole offensive line get drafted.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Look at the Ravens. That's Oklahoma East. Think about look at all the damn players on the Ravens played at OU.
That's the I call it the rule of levels. When you're in high school playing football, you know all the players on their team that are good, but when you get to college, that college team is made up of the best players from every single high school football team.
Right.
And then when you get to the NFL, those teams are made up of
all the best
players for college football.
Because we had that conversation over at the house Saturday night. We was talking about guys that played football at like Georgia, Oklahoma, LSU. Man, that think about how good you had to be to even go there, to even be on the team.
Oh yeah,
you had to be. Yeah.
You couldn't be just no average Joe.
That's why you know they got the Saints have that punt returner Harris.
Yeah.
Every time he goes to return a punt, every time he gets back there, they always say Harris from Assumption College in Worcester, Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. You know why they say that? Because it's a tiny ass little community college.
Really?
It ain't nothing. And he was an undrafted free agent. That
I thought it was a joke.
It's a tiny little. I know. I couldn't tell you how many people went there. I almost went there, just because. I mean, it's just a tiny little school. I don't even know what division they're in.
So what does that tell you about the NFL?
It's just extremely hard to get in. And just like who's the field goal kicker from Georgia State that plays in the NFL.
I thought it was Georgia Tech.
Nope, Georgia State.
I know who you're talking about.
Check this out, though. What does that tell you about the NFL? If you are good, they going to find you. They going to turn over every rock. Now, think about that. I never even heard of this school until you just mentioned it.
Yeah.
And I've been watching it. Man, think about it. Assumption College.
Yep.
And you make it to the NFL.
Yep.
Do you know how good he really is?
Damn good.
Right. So if sometimes some guys fall through the cracks.
Oh shit! It's Will Lutz.
Yeah, from the Saints. Yeah.
It's Will Lutz for the Saints. He played for Georgia State.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you don't know anything, Georgia State is
just a regular school.
Yeah.
That has a football program that's 3-4 years old.
Kennesaw got some guys in the pros now.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
Yeah. Because one of my buddies works for their media department. He works out with me at the gym.
It's good to see,
But they will find, man. People don't know, man. They will find your ass. if they think you could help their team.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we got to have you, man. Look, your mama need a house. You saw Josh Jacob just bought his daddy a house.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he was homeless.
His daddy was?
No, his whole family when he was in high school.
They just had it on the.
Yeah, I just read it here on the thing. But anyway,
who's your pick, man? Who you got?
I got LSU.
I feel you.
As good as
Clemson is.
As good as Clemson is on defense, I think that they're gonna pull 1 or 2 more plays out.
I don't have a pick. This is my pick. I just want to have a damn good game.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
And
no doubt about that.
My heart of hearts, I'm going with LSU. And my football knowledge, I got to go with Clemson because I think Clemson defense is
that and
But
that's the two reasons I'm picking it. Well, also that I got a new respect for Trevor Lawrence, but
because he took that hit.
and he went off after. But the defense, and they've been there before. They won a national championship last year, so that Clemson's team is experienced and such.
Well, that's why I like LSU.
I like
over Oklahoma. That back in the last game.
Well, shit, LSU just had better damn players, man. Come on, shit. Let's don't get it.
They were way more comfortable. They had just finished playing the game there. They're close to home, basically a home game.
That's true. All that's true. And look how many tough teams they played at the beginning of the year.
They played a lot.
They played Texas was ranked number in the top 10.
Yeah,
they
top
played
10.
Alabama. They played Auburn.
Florida down to the
Florida down. Florida's on the team that gave them a run for the money.
Mm-hmm.
And Florida problem is they don't have a quarterback.
No.
You got to have a quarterback. To play football now, man, if you don't have a quarterback, you can have all the talent in the world. And look what happened to Oklahoma. We had a quarterback that can throw the ball.
Jalen Hurts. Jonathan, who you got, man?
Oh, man. I just want both teams to have fun.
Spoken like a true diplomat.
From what I saw in that last game Clemson played from Lawrence, I'd have to pick Clemson. I like the way that boy's playing, man. He's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with in that game. But that's nothing against LSU. It's going to be a damn good game.
Yeah, I'll be drinking I'll be drinking a Red Bull in the first quarter to make sure I stay awake.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
Well, I'm planning on not going to work the next day.
Me with college. I'm not going to be long-winded. So.
yeah, 55-52.
Why y'all are such snobs, man?
What are you talking about?
All y'all pro
I'm
football.
trying, man. I got other sports I look into too.
All y'all pro football guys, man. Shit.
Hey, we like both.
No,
man.
this is just a pro football college. There's not baseball, it's not hockey, it's not basketball. I got all that going on right
Prejudice. You don't even like college football.
Actually, if they had a horse in the race, I'm sure they'd be all in that shit. But
Yeah,
they're not fans of a college football team, so they just like the overall experience of watching.
Look at AC. All his teams got started with a G. Green Bay, Georgia. The Grizzlies in basketball.
Yeah, you see how
The Giants
you see how
in
it's split
baseball.
Up? Georgia
Yeah.
on one side.
Yeah, I know. Damn.
All right, that's our picks for the game. Hope. Well, I ain't even got a hope. I know it's gonna be like a slobber knocker.
Man, you know what's so funny? Everybody thinks it's gonna be a high score game. It could be just like you said.
Yeah.
A 3-9 game. You remember the LSU?
man.
Alabama 3. I remember that.
What was it? 3
It
to
was
9?
9-3.
9-3?
No. When they played in the regular season, LSU beat them 9-0.
Right.
But then the national championship game, it was like 20-3. I don't know. It was still low scoring.
Low scoring.
All right, so it's time for the segment where we we call you out a little bit. Asshole of the week. All right, I'm gonna go first.
Sir.
My choice for asshole of the week is Stephon Diggs.
Mansplaining.
He was he threw a hissy fit on the sideline
Yeah, I saw that.
because he hadn't had any targets in the game.
Right. They were double covering his dumb
I saw
ass.
that.
And-
Dude's holding him back.
Yeah, dude, you are beating the New Orleans Saints in the playoffs.
Right.
In New
Dude,
Orleans.
Right. Shut the
Who
hell up.
cares if you get a target or not?
Look at that. They showing it right now.
The W is all that matters. Okay.
You know what the problem is with those with top receivers? They think they're open every play.
No, some of them are just bitches. You ever
They do. They
you ever
think
see
they're open every
Julio
play.
Jones complain?
Nope.
On the sideline, they double, triple cut. Julio don't. He could go to the game and catch 2 passes. You don't hear a word. But Julio got
but
that
I-
66
You know
minutes.
why? Because Stephon Diggs, after that catch he made to extend them in the playoffs last year. Was that last year?
No, it was the year before
Yeah.
last.
Before.
Okay, the year before. he turned into a diva after that, man.
That's exactly the word I was going to use.
I would have shipped his ass off if I was a coach.
Basically, what it looked like to me happened was when the Vikings came out there in their first few drives, they saw that the defense is going towards Diggs. So we're going to put Thielen in here.
Right,
Thielen gonna
right.
he's caught 7 balls for 100-something yards.
They were rotating the coverage to his side. What I mean by that,
yeah.
they rolled the coverage to the side when the ball snapped. They rolled a high safety over the top.
So the Vikings see that they got 2 really, really, really good wide receivers and a bomb tight end. So they
I
went
think
with
Thielen is better than Diggs, personally.
No, I do too. But they're both really good. So the game plan shifted to Thielen was getting the ball more, and he got mad.
Right.
The W in the playoffs. The W is all that matters, man. The W.
That's right. Play your role that you're given.
It's all that matters. But that's my asshole of the week, Stephon Diggs.
Well, I got mine is from the same game, except mine is a culmination of many people. My asshole of the week, and I've been trying to say knucklehead of the week. I've been trying to clean it up a little bit. My assholes of the week are the Saints fans, the ones that were behind the goalpost, throwing up the birds to the cameras, and
Boy, was liquored up, man. You know that.
I still
Just like y'all New England fans. They
Act like,
same
we don't
way.
do that shit.
Yes,
act
y'all
like
do.
act like y'all. been
No,
there
we
before.
just dump beer on people, man.
Thank you.
Stop.
But-
on the players.
But then they're throwing bottles and trash at the referees when they're leaving the field.
Yeah.
Just a bad look for New
Yeah.
Orleans. Y'all supposed to be some of the best
Fans in
home
the league.
fans in the league. Don't do that. Just shitty.
Yeah.
Who y'all got?
All right.
Who you got, Jonathan?
I got 2 people, both from the Patriots, Josh McDaniels and Joe Judge, and let me explain why. Because these assholes of the week, for me, they're taking head coaching jobs or courting basically from other teams while you're in the fucking playoffs, setting up appointments. Their mind is not on the freaking game; it's on what their next thing is going to be, where they're going to go next. Especially Joe Judge.
How'd you find that out?
I think that hindered the game, and I think that made their focus wasn't on that damn game 100% that whole week.
How'd you know this?
Okay. What do you mean? How do I know this?
Yeah.
Well,
Because all week before the game, all the rumors and all that was coming out that they were getting courted by these people, that they had appointments set up with all these other teams for coaching jobs.
Well,
so that to me tells me that their head wasn't in that game 100%. And guess what? Now they're all going to other places. So to me, that's my assholes of the week.
Well,
they did not. I didn't think they did what they were supposed to do in that game.
McDaniels ain't going anywhere yet, and that happens to every team.
He can't leave.
Every team.
He was the first one that was getting courted.
Every team, every season. That's what happens.
Yeah, they
Well, you know what? It shouldn't, and it pissed me off. And you know what? To me, they took their focus off the game. So that's my assholes of the week.
all right, you got one, Sloan?
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going back to the old veteran Antonio Brown.
The veteran asshole of the week.
Yeah,
How many times he been on asshole of the week?
Hey, man.
but he's good print material.
He is, man. He makes it every week, I think.
Hey, let me explain this to you all out here in TV land. This joker gets on Instagram and says the reason why the Saints lost and the Patriots lost because I wasn't on the team. I'm like, now, how in the hell you gonna be on 2 different teams?
At the same time.
I mean, that is the dumbest damn. Like, oh, you gonna go play for the Saints on one game on Saturday and go play for the other team on Sunday? Boy, shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, you were.
Who are you, Barry Sanders?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Take a chopper to L.A.
no, that's Dion.
Dion.
Yeah.
One of the hashtags he used was to Belichick was you changed. You changed on me or something like
No,
that.
you ain't changed.
To
You changed.
Belichick.
You dumbass. You should have got off Instagram and threatened some girl and her children. That's how he got kicked off. Then you gonna go talk shit about the owner being with the side bitches. I mean,
That's right.
$200 hoe. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Make
to
your
say-
toes curl.
Mom, I apologize for talking like that.
And let me say this before we jump off asshole of the week. Unless one singular person does something ridiculous for the next couple weeks, Antonio Brown is asshole of the season.
Yeah.
It had to be one person to do something stupid the next 3 weeks before.
Well, I think that dude that hit that pregnant girl and pushed her down the steps for the for the Miami Dolphins, man. You know, I know she needed some discipline, but that was a little bit too harsh.
Oh no, that swinging of the helmet with Rudolph and
Yeah.
But
That was in the field of play. That's different. That's in the field of play.
we'd have to have some Last Boy Scout shit.
Freddie Kitchens.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have to look back.
Remember the first scene of
We have to have some Last Boy, like you just said, the beginning opening scene of Last Boy Scout. Somebody running down the field, just popping caps and.
Yeah. T-shirt Kitchens though. T-shirt got T-shirt. He was over his skis. That's all.
We can't forget about OBJ too for the first part of the season. He was on there a couple times.
He was pretty cool though. He ain't really caused no
I
problem.
don't know, wearing the watch and then the pants.
Hey, man, look. I ain't mad at the man that wear watches like that. I got a nice collection too at home too. So,
I wouldn't want to wear that shit on the field though.
No, he probably had insurance on it. I mean, all my watches are insured. I mean, you know.
Jonathan, you ready for 4 downs?
You guys ready for 4 downs?
Of course we are.
All right. We'll
I'm
go
going.
first down
I'm going
right now.
for it
Let's
on
go.
4th down. I'm going for it on 4th down.
Like everybody
You guys
else they
missed
did
it
this
last
weekend.
week, so let's go.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
had
pull
a
up my
hot date
chair real
last
quick.
week. That had a
All
hot
right,
date.
I'm gonna start off easy on y'all. All right.
All right.
Do you like the Mike McCarthy trade or the Mike McCarthy hire to Dallas? Do you like it?
We're going to get some good insight on that next week because my boy from the Cowboys going to be on here.
All right. So what's your opinion?
I
on it
have
now,
to
though?
say, I mean, I think Mike McCarthy's a great coach. I think he fits perfectly there because that whole he's not a spotlight type dude, and Jerry Jones likes the spotlight. So I think they'll get for the first season or two, they might get along with that. But yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I like it. It's either going to work out and they're going to be something to watch next year,
Yes.
or he's going to just instantly start fighting with Jerry Jones.
And then it's going to be trash.
Either way, we're going to talk about him a lot next season. I think it's fine.
Because the expectations are going to be high.
Got to be.
Yep.
I think it's a good hire. The only problem that I have with him, like I was saying earlier, is he going to commit to the running game? Because, think about it. He put a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers, man. The running game stopped going. He just abandoned it. Throw the ball 50 times. And the guy sitting back there, man, getting picked off like a pigeon.
He also had Cheeseburger Lacey in the backfield, so he actually.
Yeah, he did.
Man, leave cheese alone.
They had a meme. They had a meme like that with Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah,
with
we
his
saw it
belly all
earlier.
big in the shirt. You see that?
Yeah.
He said, "Now that Mike McCarthy's the coach, get ready for Elliott to look like this."
Elliott going to be starving. He ain't going to be getting fed no more.
No, I like it. And, it's intriguing to me to see what's going to happen with it because it looks like they're going to retain Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator.
Well, he can
under,
learn something.
Dallas,
I think
so.
he's going to teach him how to call a game. And
So it's going to be interesting to me to see what how this thing folds out with McCarthy out there. So I'm definitely like that.
Guess what though? Guess who the defensive coordinator going to be?
That's what I'm really wondering about that.
Want me to tell y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Nolan.
Oh, yeah. I did hear something about that.
I heard that morning before the news got it.
Mike Nolan used to wear them suits on the sideline. Remember when he coached the 49ers?
Mike Nolan like some other things.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. But hey, I heard that this morning, and we working out and stuff. So, what you think? Hey, who? Mike Nolan? Oh no.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
You know who he used to work for at one time? He used to work in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's why I know baby boy.
They really quick before we get to second down, they hung out. The McCarthy this whole season, he got with some coaches that weren't.
Yeah, and they game planned.
They watched film all season long with him and Mike Nolan and some other coaches who ain't coaching
and broke down games, just random games. They just picked
so
games.
Oh, really?
But
basically,
Mike,
so he can. One of the complaints about him, his play calling was his offense was stale in Green Bay.
yeah, he wasn't creative.
No, he wasn't.
So he could stay fresh.
Yeah,
Kinda-
and become.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Well, that and collaborate with guys and pick guys that he was not getting along with, but that, that they were grooving and they were gelling.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Here's the thing. The question I ask is Jerry gonna let him pick his own staff?
Has to.
Oh, that was actually one of the things I asked those guys in our little text chain we got going on.
Yeah, you have to.
I was
man.
saying, is he going to let him? Is Jerry going to let him shop?
You know
what I mean, for the
but-
groceries.
because he's not going to give up his duty. His when you say general manager about the picking the players, but the staff. Come on, man, you got to let him pick his staff, man. You got to.
You got to let him have say so in his players too. I mean, you got to.
It's
I mean, if you're gonna be a coach of a team, man, you got to be able to coach. One thing about coaches, man, I would tell you this: if a coach like you, he gonna want to coach you. If he doesn't like you, he gonna tolerate you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it's different. It's not like college. See, in college, if they recruit a guy, he come in, he don't work out, they just put him on the bench. See, in the pros,
Yeah, they got 85 more guys behind them.
Yeah, see, in the pros, whatever the coach, whatever the owner, whomever the owner pays, you got to play him or coach him. You got to do both.
You got 54 guys to choose from, 52 on game day.
Yep. All right, hit us with second down, Jonathan.
All right. Did Kirk Cousins, the $84 million man, finally change your mind about his big game performances? Because to me, always in the big game, he seemed to flop and not do good. Did he change your mind?
He did on me a little bit. I'll say yes to that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a total,
Yeah, I'm not
180.
I didn't purchase the jersey yet.
So you're not convinced. So Anthony's not convinced 100% that he's in the big game. We'll see next week, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I'm not convinced either. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm not convinced. I need to see more body of work. I need to see not one game.
yeah, there you go. We have a small sample size.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now,
You
and
know,
I agree with that.
everybody can get lucky and throw that lucky punch, but can you do it when we really need it? Can you come in and beat the team that you're supposed to beat?
Consistently.
Consistency, yeah. So let me see him. If he can roll this thing, go up, spank Frisco, then roll Frisco, then play against Seattle, and then
I don't know about all that Seattle.
get Seattle, and then roll up in the Super Bowl and lose to Lamar. But
Okay.
I think Kansas City gonna get him.
Ooh, they didn't
Talk
play
about that in a little while.
All right, cool. All right, we'll go on to third down, boys.
All
Third
right.
and long. All right. What favorite, as in team, what favorite, not your favorite team, the favorite of the game, what favorite is most in trouble this weekend? That's a good question. What's, out of the games, the favorite teams out of those games, what one's the most in trouble this
Shit,
weekend?
we are. I think.
Yeah, I would say the Packers.
Yep, me too.
Just based on history.
Yeah,
I say
exactly.
Green Bay.
But who can go in there and
Well,
shock?
I mean,
Say
So
Seattle.
basically, it's out of the 49ers, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Packers, who are the most in trouble this week?
I would say us, but you have Russell Wilson's road record, but he is 0-8 in the last 8 games against the Packers at Lambeau Field.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson's a big game player though.
Hey, no, I ain't taking nothing away from Russell Wilson. I'm just saying I feel as though we are considering the history that we have had in the playoffs against the Seahawks.
Yep, and my second thing of that, the piggyback off what you said, can the young head coach adjust on the fly, like you were saying earlier today?
Yep.
Sure, yeah. You got
he's
a
gonna
young
have
head
to.
coach and
Right.
an old timer right there,
Yep,
the oldest
right.
coach in the league.
Because
Pete Carroll.
you
But
know,
Pete Carroll is the oldest coach in the league, but he's the youngest acting coach in the league.
You know, well,
Pete
Man,
Carroll changes.
I want to know what that guy's on. He ain't on the TB12 method because
No,
he's
he-
a fountain of youth or something.
he on
'Cause
that age-
Look,
he on that-
don't look 68 years old, man.
He on that
don't look
HGH.
68. He looks about 58.
Do I look my age?
Is that gummy chews, man?
Do I look like I'm 54?
No. I would have known you were
Hell
until
no.
you told me.
That's a hell no.
Yeah.
Coach.
But nah, he he probably seen what you call that dude, the shot dude, the whistler, or what you call him. That's who Pete Carroll be seeing, man.
Dr. Squeak.
Dr. Squeak.
Give me a little bit of that, boy. Hey, man, you know, I'm
He
thinking.
chew his gum like he owns something.
I'm thinking. Hey, when I get, you know what's so funny though? Everybody talk about it, though. I'm thinking about going down there to Dallas too, man, and get me a couple of them injections. You know, once things don't be working like it's supposed to.
I'm ready to go now.
Shit.
But yeah, that's to answer your question, Jonathan. I think the Packers are the most in trouble as far as the history between the teams in the playoffs.
I'll agree with that.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but close second is the 49ers.
49ers because
Yeah,
they
'cause-
can't stop that Devin Cook. Boy, it's gonna be a long day. Cause
Yeah,
they already.
True, but I mean, I don't know. 49ers they're just rolling, man. They got too much going on with Mr.
Yeah,
Kittle.
no,
They-
but
they've also cooled off a little bit
but-
in the last few games.
you remember the games we predicted they were gonna lose? They lost every one but one. Remember we said that the 4 games that they were gonna lose. And here's the other part of that too, man. Garoppolo always give you something.
Yep.
The question is, can Minnesota take advantage of it?
Yeah.
Because he's like the gift that keep on giving. He's like the 30 for 30 man. Who the 30 for 30 man? Anybody
Jameis
know?
Winston.
There you
Yeah,
go.
30 for 30.
He said I should be getting paid $40 million. Boy, shit your
He said
punk.
30 million.
30 million. Yeah, 30 for your 30. Sit your punk ass down.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get $30 million.
Like Dak Prescott to my supposed to get 40.
That's still going.
Yeah, Jerry lying to himself.
All right, Jonathan, hit us with number 4.
All right, here we go. What team disappoint if they lost this weekend? This is kind of a playoff fueled questions here. What team would disappoint you if they lost this weekend?
Disappoint me or
Basically,
disappoint their fan base
just-
or the NFL? I mean,
No. What disappoint you? This is
Oh,
these
if
are
they-
all the questions I always ask are opinion. So I want your opinion on it. So like
If
if
we-
the 49ers lost this weekend or the Ravens, if the Ravens lost this weekend, which one would disappoint you more? Basically what I'm asking is who do you want to watch in the Super Bowl? I want to watch the Ravens. I'll go first. I'm saying the Ravens, if they lose against the Titans this weekend, that is probably going to be the biggest disappointment to me.
Yeah,
Because
I
they're
agree.
rolling. They're the hottest
Well,
team right now. If they lose and Lamar Jackson loses against the damn Titans, that's going to be the biggest disappointment to me.
Well, you already know what mine is. If the Packers get beat, I'm be
Right. Well, I figured,
But they will. They are gonna get
yours
beat.
would be that.
Yeah, that'd be my biggest disappointment. Yeah.
I'm going to say the Packers too because I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the Packers in. And honestly, all depending, I can see the Ravens maybe coming out and struggling a little bit.
That's what I said.
Remember you said 3
yeah,
weeks? That's been about 3 weeks since
3
they
weeks,
played.
man. It's like a month.
Well, and
That's a timing offense.
I don't have no idea how Lamar's hamstring is.
What about
No,
Ingram?
I'm sorry, Lamar's quad and Ingrid's hamstring.
Yeah.
Hamstrings,
Yeah.
man, they could take 6-7 weeks.
Hey,
to
you know
heal
how?
up.
And you know how cold it's gonna be there? When they showed a shot of the field a while ago, it was sleeting in Baltimore. So
Muscle gonna be tight.
The question, now, does Baltimore play on natural grass or they play on that field turf?
I can't remember, man.
I want to say natural, but I can't be 100%. Most teams are going to that turf. So.
Natural, boy, that shit gonna be hard.
But no, but see,
Nah, they got
they got heaters underneath it like at Green Bay.
Yeah, the heating coils. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes. I mean, that's where I got to see. I really say Baltimore, but I'm not worried about Green Bay. Green Bay gonna get beat.
Yeah.
So you already know my picks pretty much, Jonathan. You know, so I'm good.
What about 49ers, though, Chiefs? 49ers and Chiefs, I mean.
No, I think the Chiefs gonna do what they got to do.
No,
Okay.
you saying being surprised?
Yeah, but you did. But if they would lose,
Would you be disappointed?
disappointed.
who would disappoint you the most?
No, I still say the Ravens because the expectations are so high, and
Exactly.
and that's the thing. If the Ravens do go on and pull this thing off, every quarterback that can run the football and halfway decent throw got a chance to be in the NFL.
Oh yeah, the whole draft gonna be
I mean, serious. Because you know who started that trend? Russell Wilson. Because
in more recent history.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why
I
everybody.
don't know. 49ers too, though. Gosh, man, there's so many. It's hard for me to pick.
It all
but
depends on
the
what.
49ers too, man. If they lose against the damn Vikings, man, at home.
Man, oh bullshit, man! You got the $84 million first cousin, man. Come on, that boy is rolling.
Yeah, the Titans. Now, the Titans, they went to Gillette and they handled business. I think that environment is more hostile than Baltimore's.
Oh, Ravens is pretty.
Oh, really?
No,
I don't know, man.
I think it is.
Baltimore's up there with Philadelphia environment.
Man, I ain't never seen no bottles thrown on the field and shit like that.
Philadelphia got a jail
I'm not
underneath they stadium. How many
Hell, I
stadiums?
hope
You know,
it- I
they
hope
got a
every
real
stadium
live jail
with a
underneath.
judge.
For real?
Not just a holding
Yeah.
cell. They got a jail with a judge.
They do your case there on the spot. Give me my
Baltimore?
Where? In
Yeah.
Baltimore?
money. And Philadelphia has the same thing.
Oh, Philadelphia.
Man, come on.
I don't know.
They civilized in Boston.
There's a big there's a comedian that says he got stuck there once. He
For
said
real?
one of the greatest things ever happened to him. He said
Look, they run the
he was
Nick
got- he-
Swartzen?
no. It was
see how
Artie,
they rotate in the coverage? They run a single house safety. Rewind that.
it was Artie Lang. I don't got my remote.
Artie Lane, that's my boy,
So
man.
Artie Lang says he got locked up there once, and this guy got up. The judge said, "Do you have anything to say for yourself?" He said, "I have one thing and one thing only to say." And the judge says, "Well, all right, go ahead and say it." He said, "The Cowboys suck."
Man, Artie Lane was man, he's one of the greatest comedians that I loved him, man. Artie Lane was the
I went
man.
through the same
He's still-
damn thing. That's
he's still
hilarious.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember he used to play the mama on Mad TV?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. You know what?
Y'all know about Mad TV?
Hell
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Do
yeah.
you know about the Mad magazine that used to be out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alfred E. Newman,
hey, I got some
Hey,
classics.
that's where
hey.
Spy
the two
versus
birds.
Spy.
You got some old issues?
Spy versus Spy.
Yeah.
Oh my
I bring
God.
some old issues over. I got them boxed up in the attic, man. I'll see can I get them out
Oh,
of the
those
plastic.
are awesome. Yeah.
Yo,
All right. So to wrap up 4 downs, honestly, from what I done watched this season in the National Football League, I wouldn't be surprised if any of these teams lost. I don't think it would really hugely surprise me to the point where I'm sitting back like, what the hell did I just watch?
Playoff
Yep,
football,
yep.
man.
Playoff football.
because you never know, man. It
Do you think Tannehill's going to beat the damn Ravens? No.
No, I don't
he
think
doesn't. He doesn't need to. If Travis Henry running that egg,
I don't
on the
think he
pigskin.
is, but if he did beat him, I would not be surprised.
If
Tannehill will lose the game for him. Watch.
I
Because
know.
they're going to shut Henry down, and then he's going to have to do something, and it ain't going to
Do
work.
you think they're gonna put 9 in the box and say beat us?
I don't know,
Who
man.
you
They're
talking
gonna-
about?
Tannehill.
They gonna? Oh, you talking about you think the Ravens
Yeah,
gonna put
they're
9 in
going
the box?
to have to stop Henry.
Well,
But I mean, that's proven to be a very difficult task.
yeah, I seen it with 9 in the box. That joke still popped one for 15, 20 yards.
He still will, too. He'll truck right through him.
Yeah.
Hey, that's 4 downs, man. Thank you.
All right, man.
All
Hey, another great segment of 4 downs. All right, y'all. We jump into some hell yeah, hell no. I got a quick one, real. The Saints bounce back from the latest controversial playoff loss. Hell yeah, hell no. Are they done? They've been successful playoff runs the last 4. Do you think that right there is the straw that breaks the camel's back?
how many Super Bowls does Peyton and Brees have?
One.
How many years they've been together?
Shit, I think 15.
How many times they make the playoffs?
Damn near every year except for the 1 year when
Are
he
they-
got
are-
suspended.
They've had a couple. Yeah.
Are they done making the playoffs? Are they done making a run? Hell no.
You don't think so?
Are they going to win another one? Hell no.
I think that they got the team. That the team stays intact on all.
They've had the team for years.
I think
Yeah.
the mental part of this, man, is like, what else can we do?
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yep.
asking the question. You know what I'm saying?
I say,
You know
is-
what?
is-
I'm going to well said, PJ. I'm going to stick with you.
So is next year going
I'm
to
gonna
be
stick with
wild card round, bounced out first round? You know what I'm saying?
They're going to make the playoffs, but they ain't going to win the Super Bowl.
yeah,
okay.
I say,
So
It's kind of the same old story with
So
that. Until the coach gets his head out of his ass.
Are they
in
done
big
making
moments.
the playoffs? Positive?
No.
Hell no.
well, what I mean by bounce to me for the Saints, bounce back means you in the Super Bowl.
No,
Right.
No, hell no.
Hell no.
So
hell
I
no.
don't think they're gonna bounce. I think it's gonna be the same,
Same
more
old,
of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Yep.
Same old song, same old story.
yeah, y'all got any? Hell yeah.
I had one. We went over it in 4 down.
okay.
So I ain't gonna-
Well, my hell no, this is way off the chart, man.
Go ahead.
You think Adrian Peterson gonna get 1,000 yards next year? I mean,
Hell yeah.
Juan Rivera.
Yeah, I say hell
Y'all
yeah.
changed my mind about him during the year because remember I was saying he should retire.
Yeah,
he got 1,000 yards
and
this year.
And I kind of looked into it and I was watching him truck along and I'm gonna say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I see it.
Especially, ain't no telling what's gonna happen in the draft free agency. They might get another good back there to spell him just enough where he can get 1,000.
He signed for another 2 years. You know that, right?
Yeah, see,
Of
hey.
course, barring injury.
Yeah,
Knock
yeah.
on wood.
But that, I mean,
That don't mean nothing with this.
I don't
dude.
ever want to
I
wish
think
injury on
I-
anybody, but barring injury, yeah.
I think the only injury he had was the ACL. That's the only time and he came back from that and ran for
1,000
2,000
yards. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yo.
That and beating a child.
Had to take a little time off for.
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Now that little son bitch probably need his ass kicked. Now.
Hey,
I mean, you know, so
No, listen. I got kids.
Yeah,
but, I mean, you can only do so much.
No,
man. I know
no,
there's
there's a
way-
difference
and there's
between-
hold on. There's a legal way to beat a child.
No, it's not. That's the difference between
Yeah, there is.
y'all
You
do
can
it different
open
from
hand on the buttock.
no,
That's the only legal
y'all
way.
do it different from us. We do it. We go back to slave master routine. We get the
Get the switch.
we get the
Go
switch.
pick a switch out of the
what's-
back of the yard.
Yeah,
That's
we go back old school.
What's your name?
Hey, see, you ever been
What's your
roughed
name?
up? Yeah. See,
Oh,
you
yeah.
light skinned like me, so you can see them scars on you real easy. That's what it is on the web.
All right, as we get ready for game picks, Jonathan, we're gonna go ahead and grab these helmets out of this bag.
Oh, I don't get a hell yeah, hell no.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
I thought I said ass.
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
Shoot, I got two of them, but I'm going to only do one.
Bob
Did the
Craft's
refs
gonna be
get-
married to his side baby, baby mama.
Did the refs get the call right in the Bills game where the returner gave himself up in the end zone?
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say hell no.
Hell yeah.
No, that was the rule. No.
Here we go. This is why I did it.
No,
to get a little
no.
controversy in there.
That
You
was
got
the rule.
you got to put the knee
Here's
to the
the-
ground.
No, you
fucking
don't. No, you
kneel,
don't.
man.
No, you don't. When he went like this, that means
That's just saying I'm not gonna run out of the end zone.
Right, and he did right. They,
The-
they had the rule on. They even explained the rule.
They said
Yeah.
the rule says give yourself
Self
up.
up. Thank you.
I'm not buying that shit.
I'll tell you what though, he went to toss that ball to that referee.
That referee acted like it was a bomb.
Yeah.
He there. I don't know what it is.
Get out!
Hey, here's how I know it's the rule, because you know why? I was sitting by the guy that's the head guy on the rules committee. Thank you. So you need to
I
just
don't care. That was.
Oh.
I don't buy that, man. I don't buy the call
hey,
You were mad instantly.
wait a minute. Hey,
because I picked the Bills.
hey, AC, I just told you I was sitting at the guy's house who's the head guy of the rules committee. He even said it. That this is the guy on the
Hey.
rules committee.
That's some bullshit.
Well, okay, I tell you what.
I believe you, but it's some bullshit.
We gonna have when I've been able to get him on the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
man,
you had to-
I'm like, that call need to be changed. It's some bullshit.
All right,
They
then.
put Anthony on the rules committee.
Yeah, man. I mean, I do that. There won't be no pass interference no more. No roughing the passer.
man.
Everybody get told.
Big XFL.
Man,
My other hell yeah, hell no was just should the NFL have reversed the winning Rudolph catch for a PI?
No.
But we already talked about that.
yeah,
So go ahead, Anthony. We
All
doing
right.
picks?
Yep. Let me. I'm about to grab my permanent pick. Damn, there ain't as many helmets in here as it was a couple weeks
I
ago.
know.
The Baltimore Ravens.
You're all right. Watch, I'm going to pick the
Okay.
fucking Titans. I guarantee you Titans are coming out of the bag right now.
Yeah, Houston Texans.
I don't like that one either.
I'm gonna probably pick Green Bay. Oh
He pulled San Francisco. You got to pull one for Jonathan.
Who's pulling for you, John?
Sloan.
Who'd he get?
He got San Francisco.
Sloan pulling for Jonathan.
Okay.
Let me see.
He about to pull yours right now, Jonathan.
I'm cheating. I'm looking in the bag too.
Nah, he ain't.
Well, he knew he was pulling it out.
You got Green Bay, Jonathan.
Oh no, sorry, Anthony. Oh, you know what that means, bro. I pick against you all season.
Hey, you picked you picked us on with the Lions. We won. I thought it was bad.
Yeah,
Remember
okay.
earlier in the game?
Because it was the fucking Lions, man.
Man, watch your language, man. You know this is a Christian channel, man.
It was the damn Lions. Excuse me. Edit it.
No. All right, so go ahead, Jonathan. Read us through these games. You already know half the picks already.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
All right, we got Vikings Niners. I'm gonna pick Niners.
I'm going Niners too.
This is difficult.
I think there's a chance Vikings can pull it off, but
Oh wait, we didn't go over what we did last week. Let me just tell y'all, I went 3 for 4. Anthony went 2 for 4. PJ, you went 1 for 4. And Sloan, you went 3 for 4 also because we picked the same damn game. So
Because you called me.
I would have went.
Because he called me.
I would have went 2. Hey, listen, I would have went 2 for 4 if it wasn't for you. So thank you.
So you called me. What team I talked you out of? I told you New England would get their ass kicked.
No, you picked the Titans for me. You remember?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
you
pulled.
picked
Oh
that
yeah, he
helmet.
pulled it. Yeah, that's right.
He pulled the Titans helmet for me.
I pulled the
That was
Titans
the big
and
old-
I picked the Titans.
I listened to the podcast, man.
I'm gonna go Niners.
All right.
I'm gonna be the outlier. I'm going first cousins.
yeah, wow, look at you.
You can't. You picked the Niners.
No, you
helmet.
did.
Oh,
Yeah, you
shit.
picked the Niners
God
helmet.
dang it. Look at that. I
Ah!
should open my eyes.
Put a little asterisk there.
Yeah, put a little,
No,
I
he
did.
usually does. Yeah.
put a little meat on it.
PJ, you're going Niners too, right?
Yes.
All right. Next game, Titans Ravens.
Mine is already picked.
Yeah, Ravens.
I'm going Ravens. I'm going Ravens. Draws
I'm
down.
gonna go Ravens.
I'm giving it all up to tomorrow.
There was a little bit of talk about that, but yeah, Ravens. All right. Texans Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs.
At home.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs too.
I'm going Texans.
Poor thing, you gonna lose.
Damn, man. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Seahawks. Packers.
You already know.
Anthony
You already
going
know.
Packers.
Yes, indeed.
Anthony, we're going Packers, baby. Let's go.
I'm going Packers just because they're home at Lambeau, and I didn't like the way the Seahawks looked first.
Yeah, they look a little sloppy.
Yep.
Man, I'm going Seahawks, man. I'm going with Russell Wilson Road.
Here we go.
I'm gonna be the outlier.
He got to win it for his wife.
Well, you know, AC had that option. He could have had the photo.
I know.
I could have gave her the flu. She could have gave it to Russell, man.
Damn. Fuck getting all the way bad.
Oh snap! I can't wait. I'm about to be sick to my stomach all day Sunday.
Don't worry about it. They got some good stuff.
Oh, man.
Clean your stomach out.
We should just put the GoPro on and tape the whole game. I want to see
Me
it.
watching the game, the batteries run dead, man.
Man, you got extra
Halftime.
batteries? What you talking about?
Do it. You put everything else on freaking video. On
Can you
YouTube.
plug it in the
Put that
wall?
on
Can you
video.
plug the GoPro in the wall and let it record like that?
Yeah, I ain't letting that thing record me, man. Y'all will be laughing.
Yeah, you got no problem recording me during the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah, I recorded all of us, man. I did. I still got that footage too, man. Most of it. We got a little crunk.
that
We got a
video.
little
Footage of me.
crunk it in.
Drinking a case of beer. I literally drank a case of beer.
Yeah, we did. We drunk a lot.
20, 24, both of us, each AFC Championship and Super Bowl, we each drank a case of beer.
Man, I just eat, though. I can't drink. I just eat. I like to eat.
I did a little bit
See,
of
I
that.
can't.
I can't.
Watch, I'll get up Sunday morning, I'll go work out, and then I'll eat something, and then I won't be able to eat for the rest of the damn day.
Really?
Yeah.
I was
I
thinking,
can't, man. I'll be standing up pacing back and forth from my TV, man.
I was thinking about going over to your house and watch a game with you, and I was like,
I thought I was bad about that, man, because like when OU play, man, I don't do anything that day.
You can't do nothing.
I get all nervous, just like when I was playing, man. I just like it's really weird. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "Girl, you know how it is, T. Look, leave me alone. Now go do something. Go play with the dogs." Or
I
something.
could hear her yelling at you.
Oh, I totally eat. I eat a lot. I eat my feelings, man.
Shit,
I'm nervous.
I can't.
I'm eating. I'm drinking.
No, I'll be drinking. Oh
horrible.
yeah.
But you know what's so
I'll
funny?
gain 10 pounds on the freaking on the
first quarter.
playoff weekend, man.
But you
for
know
the
what's
Patriots.
so
Ugh.
funny when I watch a game like that, especially the team when I watch my team, when I look at the first 15, 20 plays, I already know how well we're gonna play the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I pretty much already know.
I mean, because that comes with you've been watching your team for 20 years or whatever, however long you've been watching.
35.
Yeah, and once when a coaching staff changes, and then you start getting used to those types of things that they do, and you know. This is what we watching the Packers game, Mr. PJ, man, we done, man.
Yep.
Instantly. Let's see, what's the weather going to be like in Green Bay?
Man, I've been in games where you go out there on the kickoff and they run a couple plays. You come back to the sideline on defense. You're like, shit, man, we gonna survive this one.
So y'all gonna make it?
Yeah, we just gonna get in this game, play. Hope nobody get hurt for next week, cause this is over. You know.
Yeah, you do. What's it looking like?
25 degrees.
Oh. Well, Seattle, they play in cold weather, but Seattle, the problem with Seattle, man, they have the best road record.
See, but it's going to be 20 degrees at night. Y'all play
Yeah, the game's 6:40. 6:40.
It's a late game.
Yeah.
It's a 6:40.
Yeah, it kicks off at 6:40.
That's a weird time, man.
It is.
And it's snowing the day before.
Well, the field ain't gonna be the problem then, cause they got the heated stuff and melt the ice and all that.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be proof. That's why I was talking about why he said, who would you rather play? I said, shoot, the Saints. I wonder because the Saints are dome team. Shoot, they'd had to come out there in that cold. Woohoo!
It makes a big difference, man.
Yeah.
Makes a big
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been instant replay. We're gonna wrap things up.
Episode 18?
No, 19, man. 19, man. Episode 19, man.
19, yeah.
It been a long season, man. Been enjoying it. So we got a few weeks left in the season.
Rewatching this game, I just saw that they almost blocked a punt. It was damn Taysom Hill.
Oh, come on, man.
That's utility, man. Leave him alone. It's Tarzan, man.
I think I seen him do it another time in this game too.
He should get MVP, man.
You know what?
Seriously.
I think he played the worst out of the whole team.
Drew Brees?
Yeah, I think he did.
42 years old, man. He old. 41, 42. Man, remember I told you guys several weeks ago about football players? When they skills diminish, there's no walking down the hill. You just fall off the cliff.
I don't think he fell off a cliff, but that fumble at the end, it was probably that thumb too.
Man,
had part to do with it.
Yep, that's part of it too. The arm looks good in the first half.
That's why he dropped that ball when he got sacked.
He didn't have no grip.
Nope.
No grip.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up. I am ACS. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2279ACS.
PJ, you can follow me on Instagram, i.r.pj, and Facebook on Instant Replay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Facebook.
New Facebook page.
That's right. We got
Check it
a
out.
Facebook page now. Hell yeah. This is Jonathan. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at i.r.jonathan.
This is Sloan at Get Fit with Sloan. And guess what? .com and get your rear end gear for the new year.
Hey,
It's resolution
there you go. You check out the YouTube channel. You can find this podcast wherever you download your podcasts. It's Apple.
Check
Google.
out the Facebook page.
Yes, the Facebook page is live.
Like and share.
Facebook.com/instant replay. Check my YouTube channel. I do some other videos, some other podcasts as well. But until next week, instant replay out.
Out. Peace.